Dampers, Gainer again. It's my second video of today. I'm fingers crossed going to get them on before midnight. I was popping around with Dragonfly Dreams and I wandered through and everyone keeps overlooking a little bee, so I just had a go at this and I thought it turned out really cute. It's from all different elements. This is cardstock from the Between the Lines, and I just used, in fact I'm going to do it now while I've got it out, I used my 2 3/4 inch circle punch for the background, and you just see me do that. So that's that piece. I also, which is that piece I used earlier, I went with my Delightful Dijon and put it through it's called Hexagon Dynamic. It's absolutely wonderful. It's so thick, but you've come up with this beautiful, beautiful design. And I thought with them using the bees, it looks like honeycomb. So I cut out with the 2 inch circle punch. One of those for the little the bee to sit on. So that's that bit done. I have cheated and cut out my bees separately because my husband had to come in and lift up the dye machine, because I can't really lift anything heavy for the next 3 months. So, but this, absolutely stunning. It's a must have. You can put it either way, but look at the detail. If you pop it this way with the Sizzix sign in the corner, you get this texture. But if you turn it over, you also get the inlay. It's just beautiful. So that's going to be, and I'm going to go over that first with our Wee Costella. So this is the card I made, and I used the one to a wonderful friend. You sure know how to make somebody happy, and I just thought it was delightful. And in the pack of the stamp set, you get these gorgeous dots, which I stamped and stamped off, and the bee to carry on with the feature from the front. So it's just a basic, I'll show you the stamp set quick. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning, and if you buy it as a bundle, you save 10%. These are the detailed dragonflies, absolutely gorgeous. So it's a must. This is the little bee I used. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I will be working with the Dragonfly itself one day. I have done a couple, but I just thought this was lovely. This is from the Up and Away, which came free in the celebration. So I have 2.5 packets. So, and I just love the neutral colour of the basic grey going with my silver. For some reason it looks a bit slanted, or is it my eyesight? It's probably my eyesight. But, you know, if you wanted to just have a plain background, you could. But I thought, why not have it with a bit of dynamic in there? And it looks like big, huge sunflower as well. But also the honeycomb is represented by this embossing folder. So it's a basic card. It's 8 1/4 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/8. That way we get 2 sheets, 2 cards from each piece of cardstock. This is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. And this is the silver glimmer paper, which is cut at 1 1/4 by 3 7/8. So it fits across here perfectly. In fact, we can attach those now quickly. And then we'll crack on and I'll show you what I did with the flower hexagon shape. Oops. For some reason, every time I change my OTG gun, this one tends to want to go off to the side. But there's an easy way of that, just keep rolling until it goes back on itself. So, I'm going to put this on. Nice little border all round. That's pretty cool to me. Now I'm going to attach it. It's just so glittery. Oops, I apologise. I'm getting a bit breathless tonight. This is my second card for the evening. So I'm going to have a little rest after this one. I am going to be converting the films and fingers crossed get them both on tonight for you lovely people to have a glance at. And if you want a copy, go ahead. You can case this card without permission, because that's the whole point of me doing these wonderful cards, is so you people out there who want to do a same one can just do it without asking. We create, we share, so you can do it. So we don't create and share so we can say, you're not allowed to make it. Of course you are. That is why we do it. Before we move on to this, I'm just going to stamp the inside of my card. Get the stamping out the way. And like I say, these lovely dots are in this bundle. They're stunning. But like I say, I loaded up my ink on my thingy and stamped off because it's pretty dark. And then I stamp once, come back in, stamp, and I stamped again. How gorgeous is that? I'm going to keep that out because I'm going to show you quickly that I have already done one. I cut these just out of plain white whisper white cardstock, a piece of scrap, and I used my tweezers, and I also used my sponge. And just doesn't have to be the same colour. You can have it dark and light. It's entirely up to you. You can have it so it fades like an ombre effect. So it's your card. You making it, darlings, just how you want to. So you can do exactly the same. You can do it a different colour. I'm choosing this colour because of the hexagon. I've already got one. I've had also, like I say, 3 cards. I'm keeping one plain. And I've got 2 which I shaded in the Delightful Dijon. Gorgeous colour card. And I'm running out of Delightful Dijon cardstock. I hate that. Because it's a bit, you know, it's one of them colours you think, oh no, what's that going to go with? And once you get it, you can't live without it. So I suggest you get it quickly. So I'm going to fetch my base card back in. Ink up my beautiful little bee, and I'm just going to pop him here right in the corner. How gorgeous is that? I'm going to pop that to one side. I'm going to do the inside staying because I need the block then for the out. So here goes. I'm going to make this up lovely, and I love the photopolymer stamps because you don't really need the Stamp-A-Majig. You're going to eyeball it and get it as straight as possible. I should have used my piercing mat, but because my card, because I leave my pad whole, it tends to give me a lot of leeway. There we are, beautiful. So I can pop that to one side for a moment. I can change this. I can clean that up later. And I can come back in with my To a Wonderful Friend. I can ink that up. I'm going to test it on here first because I want to make sure it's inked up perfectly. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to come back in. I haven't long inked this pad, so it should be nice and juicy. And I'm just going to place this towards the bottom. Leave it for 5 seconds to adhere. Perfect. See? We're getting there. Yay! Right, I'm going to close this up. I don't think I need it for anywhere else now. Right, now I'm going to fetch in my Wink Stella, but because I've got clear, I'm going to use clear on this little white guy because he's fantastic. And I'm going to use my gold on my others because of the backing of the Delightful Dijon. Beautiful. Could do this when they're on, which I did with the other card, but I don't see the point in struggling. Trying to get round things and underneath things. And I'll show you the shine on that in a moment if you can't see it. And I'm going to leave the hexagons. I had them pointing down on the other one. I'm just going to leave them popping out. Doesn't take long to go over. Everybody had a beautiful Easter today. We went out to lunch. It was lovely. I can't cook now for a while, so we went out with my husband's mother and father, who are delightful people. Absolutely salt of the earth. We had a lovely lunch out. But look at this gold on top of the Delightful Dijon. It's not really changing the colour much, but just giving it that beautiful shine all over. I'm not going to rush with you people. I don't see the point. I love quick cards to look at, and yes, you know, you want them over quickly, but I want to see everything. I want to watch them do everything. And I hate this speedy up thing. One, I can't do it, and I wouldn't do it. It was different. It could be different if you were making several cards and needed a lot, but you wouldn't really make a video if you need 10 or 20 cards. I know some people do 10 cards, 20 minutes, and I've done 5 cards in 15 minutes on one of mine, but only the once. Only the once. I think anyway. Look at the shine on that. Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to fetch my 2 little bees in and do the same. I'm going to give them a chance to dry, see? I'm going to watch Britain's Got Talent in a bit. I missed it last night. I forgot to put it on record, so I had to record it this morning. And then later in the week I can go back and do the recording for the Saturday, and it'll record everyone. I do love it. I'm not bothered about the live shows at the end. It's just all the boo-boobs that they make on the show. Oh, crack me right up. Remind me of me. Boo-boo. I can't sing for a toffee either. There we go. How quick and simple was that? I'm going to pop them to one side. Oh, they're just so sweet. Right, and I know where I want my sequins, so I'm going to fetch those in too. I have 3 different sizes. And again, they look like a little hexagons themselves. So I'm going to grab my Tombow. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit to the back. I'm going to put the large one up there. Oops. I use my piercing tool to hold it down into place. Fabulous piece of equipment this is. It's a lifesaver. I added it to the paper and it didn't turn out as grand as I wanted it, so it's easy to add it to the back. You don't see how it pops through, just a tiny little bit, so that's all you need. There we go, drop into place. It takes a couple of seconds. It's marvellous stuff. I nearly went and put my glue top on the top of my piercing. Look, see? Seconds, done. I just can't get out how sweet that is. And I'm sure somebody would love to receive this card. So there we go with that. I'm now going to come in with this beautiful hexagon. Look at that, I've got a little bee there as well, poking out the end. Right, I'm going to add some tombow to this, just in the centre. And I'm going to place right where I want it. And I'm going to push down in between the lines this time, because I don't want to squash my hexagons. You're not going to see them in the corners. It saves you going like this and flattening the whole thing out. Stomach is going mental. You can hear all that growling. It's my, it's me, basically. Oh, where's my... I'm going to turn these over because I'm adding these on dimensionals too. I have cut some little ones. Where are they? There. They fit perfectly just across the body there. This half of a dimensional. I was saying this person tool comes in so much handy for so many different things. Just going to add that again to there. Oops. Wasn't watching what I was doing there. And I'm just going to pop 3 on here. But look how quick again it's coming together. I know I cheated by, but I can't really risk lifting my, because it's quite a heavy little thing. My Big Shot. My Big Shot Plus. Oh, never would have picked that up today. So I'll line this up. And again. It's down in there. I don't want to flatten that pattern, see? Look, it's stuck. It's all sticking down. It's great. I'm going to pick up. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that in the light, but oh, they're glimmering gorgeous. Can't go wrong with the Winker Stella. I'm going to pop in this side now. It looks like he's collecting the nectar, which is glistening in the sunshine with the Winker Stellas. Oh, he's just so cute. And I'm just going to face my little bees the opposite way this time. Oops. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Now I've got my sequin in the light. How cute. See how they run? They're all running that way and that way, and they're all running that way and that way. So it's up to you. I'm just being a daft ass. I'm going to fetch a few little rhinestones in there. There she goes. I'm going to put one in the centre of each of my sequins, because I can't see from this light. And if there's any glue showing, this will help to steer that down and hide it and stop it from sticking to your envelope. So, I'm going to add one to each of their bodies. And I think we're nearly done. I've now, if you all want to check out my blog, from today, I'm doing a new little bonus scheme for anyone. It just goes inside the shop, and if you shop and buy a purchase from me, I'm going to send in your little beautiful card that I do give out once a month to my lovely customers. It's going to be a little piece of card inside. For every £25 you spend, I'm going to allow yourself to put a little stamp of a flower inside it, along with your order number. And once you complete 10 of those, show me your proof and send me a photo of your full card and your each order number for every £25 you spent, and I can go back into history and check. And once we both tally up on 10, you then can choose yourself a beautiful stamp set up to the value of £20, and I will have that sent direct to your door. One more thing before I go. I did use a bit of Winkestella on the outside of my designer series paper too. But they're just scraps. You just use what scrap. You don't even have to use between the lines. If you haven't got it, just use plain. Pick something else. I just never knew what to do with that designer series paper, so slowly but surely I'm finding ways of using it, and this is one of them. Just add, as my friend once said, add a little bit of frosting, like frosting on a cake, and she was right. So there's my beautiful card. You could always add some silver thread, some baker's twine, entirely up to you. I just thought, how sweet. Gorgeous little inside. And don't forget, ladies and gents, don't forget to decorate your envelopes too. Perhaps a little bee in the corner or some of these dotted lines. Absolutely wonderful. But there we have it. This is my take on the little bees. And I'm gonna, well, I don't know. It's to a wonderful friend, so you'll always be friends. Ha ha ha. To a wonderful friend, you'll always be friends. You sure know how to make somebody happy or someone happy. I do think it's delightful. And a nice thumbs up and a share would be fantastic. And if you want to subscribe, you'll never miss another video. And if you want to join my stamp club now, for those wonderful bonuses, come and shop in my shop. Spend £25 and you can have a little stamp, a flower stamp on your card. So you know you've done it and I know you've done it. Along with your order number on each stamp. Fabulous. And you'll end up with free. You'll also get something free from me anyway for spending £25. But you'll also, once you've spent your £25 10 times, it does sound a lot, but over the space of 12 months, you don't have to purchase every month. You can, and if you purchase £50, you will earn 2 stamps. £75, you will earn 3, and so on and so forth. But if your order does total £150, one, don't use the hostess code, but you have to use the hostess code for your £25 or more. If your order totals £150, please don't use the hostess code, because you'll receive rewards off Stampin' Up themselves. So yay, even more free gifts. So, but you can keep that purchase there and show me, and you'll have you'll have 6 stamps straight away. So happy stamping, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.